Hey everybody, I'm JJ Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival. So today what I want to do is I wanted to talk with you about what I think is one of the most important survival skills. And this is for urban survival and wilderness survival, but probably most applicable to urban survival. And that is situational awareness. Now, there's been a lot of videos that have talked about situational awareness. There's been, you know, uh, guys that came up with color coding systems that had 4 or 5 different, color codes and stuff like that. And I think having an easy way to remember things is a good idea, but I think that there are only basically 3 um, codes or stages of situational awareness. And let me go through those real quick. And then at the end, I'm going to give you my tip for how I can always, or the way I try to keep myself in the appropriate stage. So basically, if you're going to color code it out, to me, all there is green, yellow, and red. Okay. Green is you're in your home, you're relaxed. You're not really concerned about your security posture and everything like that. Yellow is when you're looking for threats, you're scanning for threats, and you're trying to, be aware of the situation around you. And red is any time that you are actively taking any motion or any action to avoid a threat or to end a threat. So those 3 things, it's really that simple in my opinion. Now, the question is, okay, well, you should never be in green. People say, oh, you can't be, you know what? That's not possible. It's not possible for you to actually stay vigilant all the time. So what is the best way to know when the right times are to stay vigilant? Well, it's transitions. Okay, anytime you're transitioning is the time when you need to be in yellow. Okay, when you're transitioning from your car going into your house, when you're going from a business into your car, when you're walking to one place or from one place into another, when you're driving from one place to another, when you're driving and you come to a stop sign, anytime you're transitioning, whatever it is that you're doing, for example, when you walk from your car into a restaurant or vice versa, all those transition points are the points where crimes are most likely to happen, and they're the points when you need to be the most alert in the situation because you're walking into or driving into or going into a new environment. So if you try to remember that during transitions you want to keep that yellow posture where you're alert, you're ready, you're scanning, you're looking for threats, that is going to be a way that's going to help you the most in being situationally aware. Okay, so let me add something here about transitions. So transitions, it's not only just when you're moving from one place to another or going in or out of another or traveling from one place to another. It's also when your environment changes as well. Okay, so you may be someplace that you're in condition green, you're hanging out with your friends, having a couple of drinks, whatever the case may be, and everything is going good. Now, just because you're in condition green doesn't mean that you're not observant, right? Whenever the baseline changes for the environment that you're in, you instantly transition, okay? You transition into yellow because the baseline has changed. So part of that transition when you're moving from one place to another, let's say that you go into a restaurant, you're going from your car into a restaurant, that's transition. We're going to be situationally aware, we're going to be looking around when we come in the restaurant, trying to find alternate exits, trying to look for places for cover, identifying who we think might be a potential threat in there. But you're also establishing your baseline. Okay, and baselines are going to be different for no matter where you're at in every different situation. So every time that you transition, before you go into green, you're establishing a baseline. Okay, and once that baseline is changed or altered anyway, that is what's going to pique, you know, your interest and let you know, hey, all right, it's time, I need to go into yellow, I need to go investigate this, take a look, go see what's going on, all that kind of stuff. So I hope that clears that up a little bit, because I kind of, as I was doing this, I was thinking, well, some people may be thinking that I'm saying that when you're in green that you're just totally oblivious, and that's not what I'm saying. But you can be comfortable while you're in green if you have properly established your baseline. So hope that helps. Okay, and we can go, if you guys are more interested in this, we can go more into situational awareness, and talk about different things about what you can do in different environments and different settings and stuff like that to help increase that. But really, I just wanted to throw this out there and give you something to think about as far as how to know when to be in what condition. So yellow is easy. If you're in transition, you're in yellow. Once you've assessed a location, once you have, you know, gotten to where you're secure, then you should, you know, relax a little bit. You have to be able to relax when you know that you're in a safe environment, because it's just not, you're not mentally capable of always being on edge. If you are, it will drive you into a serious state of paranoia, and you're not going to be able to live your life in reality, and you're not going to live in the real world. As far as red goes, red, like I said, it's when you're taking action. That might be just crossing the street and getting away from what looks like could be trouble. Maybe it is, you know, acknowledging a person that has been, you know, looks like he's been following you or something like that, or walking up to them and asking them, hey, you got the time, or something along those lines. You know, it could be as simple as just, you know, if you see some people that look like they're up to no good, make sure that they know that you see them. You know, any of those kinds of actions can be when you're in that red zone. Now, obviously, if you have a weapon and you have to use a weapon to engage somebody, then that is also considered in the red. But as far as I'm concerned, there's only three things, you know, green, yellow, and red. I'd really be interested to know what you guys think. Go ahead and put that down in the comments below. If you're a new viewer, then please hit the subscribe button. As always, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys. One of my biggest time wasters is driving to and from work every day. I can't text, I can't email, it's boring, and it wastes my time. But I started using Audible, listening to audiobooks as I drive. Audible gave me back 2 hours per day, and I love it. Click the link in the description below to get 30 days free, plus a free audiobook from audible.com when you sign up for the service.